Big Dumb Movie.
Hello and welcome to Big Dumb Movie Ninja Edition. Where we discuss movies of the big dumb variety. Well, I guess specifically in this case, ninja movies.
The ninja variety.
Yeah, exactly. I'm your host, Corey, and I'm joined today with Josh. How's it going, Josh?
Hiya!
We're going to talk about the movie itself shortly. I want to talk about the poster, though, because you sent me a picture of the poster.
Holy shit. If you're watching the highlight video for this, I will throw this poster up.
6 months from now.
Who the fuck are these kids?
Dude, what the hell? They couldn't get a good poster out of this movie? Like, they had to take a separate picture and get different kids.
After I sent you the poster, I went back and looked at the posters for the other two. I was like, did they also just phone it the fuck in for the other posters? And they do to an extent, but at least it's the actors.
I tried to look up how much the budget was for this movie, and I couldn't find it on the internet.
Oh.
I looked in the whole internet, Josh.
Holy shit.
I did one Google search, but still, I couldn't find it.
That's all the internet.
I found that it made $413,000.
Oh my god, Surf Ninjas made more than this?
Well, Surf Ninjas had a Game Gear in it, which was pretty cool. That's reason enough to see it.
Get a Game Gear, the full-color portable with over 150 games, like the new Echo, Mortal 2, and Sonic Triple Trouble.
So the fourth one went to theaters?
Like, I don't know. The Three Ninjas continuity, and it's a mess. The Three Ninjas movies, it's a mess, the whole thing.
Of course!
And real quick before we go into the plot of the movie, the director, Sang-ok Shin, this guy is a South Korean film director. He was abducted by Kim Jong-il and forced to make movies for him. This guy's story is fucking crazy. South Korean filmmakers abducted by a North Korean dictator, forced to make movies for them for like 8 years or something, eventually escaped, and I guess decided to make a Three Ninjas movie.
Well, I mean, you know, you gotta pay the bills.
It's a pretty fucking wild story.
What a story.
Well, let's get into the actual movie we're here to talk about. It intros with the three kids. They're spending the summer with Grandpa again, just like the beginning of the first movie. Although it's pretty apparent immediately that something is off.
As always, this summer started out with a trip to Grandpa's cabin.
Grandpa said he teaches how to fly like real ninjas.
Tum-Tum, people can't fly.
You just can. Grandpa said so.
So what happens is they happen to drive by some protest. What is happening here, Josh?
They're protesting evil white businessman who wants to destroy their land and turn it into a landfill.
They're dumping cardboard on their Native American reservation or something.
They're dumping the chemicals from RoboCop. I don't know how the geography of California looks. Can you just casually take I don't know, 4-minute car ride, 30-minute bike ride, and it suddenly looks like New Mexico?
I think from the first movie, they actually live near Palmdale, but a lot of this movie takes place closer to Grandpa's cabin, but the town nearest to his cabin is Fillmore, which is actually not far from where I live, believe it or not.
You should track down Grandpa's house.
I wish. I'd spend my summers there.
Of course!
So immediately Colt starts eyeing this Native American girl, and he wants that sweet, sweet
Jesus.
They're really starting to think about girls at this point.
They
We're
are.
3 movies in, somebody's got to go knuckle deep.
One thing that Tum Tum says when they pull over and they see this Native American protest, he goes,
Cool, Indians! Stop rising!
So they're dumping garbage on the Native American lands. That's the background setup. Later on in the day, the three ninja kids, they go to a pizza parlor where some of the evil redneck guys that work for the corporate mogul dude, they assault the kid.
What are the odds that one of these henchmen guys is the father of our rat tail bully?
Of course!
Well, they assault this kid, and everyone in the pizza parlor is just watching in awe. They do some really weird stuff. So this kid shows up and she's like, "You guys kidnapped my dad. Where's he at?" And they grab her and they shake her, and one of them pours water on her chest.
You little... I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
This is the world of RoboCop, where you were just assaulting kids and getting away with it. Nobody does a goddamn thing.
Anybody got a problem with that?
Yeah, I got a problem.
Of course, we get our first three ninja action scene. The kids kick the asses of all these guys all over the pizza parlor. Pretty fucking stupid. I mean, there's some decent stunts in this movie, in terms of flipping around and stuff, but
I will say they're getting
part,
better at doing their own stunts.
Are they? of the guys tries to like stab the kids. He like, pulls out a knife.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Holy shit. This guy like straight up pulls a switchblade. First of all, right before that, they're like trying to beat the shit out of him with like a pull cue. I was like, oh man, that's fucking nuts. And then the guy pulls out a switchblade. He's gonna fucking knife a kid in a pizza parlor in front of everybody. And I got a feeling he would have gotten away with it the way this shit runs.
But the kids being ninjas, they thwart his attempts to murder them, and everyone applauds after they kick their asses. All these adults that didn't step in, they like applaud.
Oh, but Grandpa's not happy.
No, he tries to teach them this lesson that has virtually no payoff.
Flowers?
See these beautiful flowers? You must learn to be like them.
You mean stand up in dirt and smell good?
I don't really understand it. So he's like, you gotta like watch the flowers, man, and chill the fuck out. But the girl, we find out her name is Jo, whose dad has been abducted by these like corporate Texans that are in California. I don't know. She catches up with the three ninjas and explains everything, that her dad has disappeared. He uncovered some kind of like conspiracy that has to do with like the mayor's office.
It's got Max Shrek involved.
You just remember one thing. I built your city hall and your town. So, if anything happens to me, I understand. Good, as long as we understand each other.
Did you notice who one of the henchmen is played by?
No.
Donald Logue, who's the dad from Grounded for Life, and he's the main henchman in the first Blade film. The guy that's all like,
I got 2 new hands, Blade. I don't know which one to use to kill you with.
So he's used to getting his ass kicked in movies.
Totally. I don't think he has a single fucking speaking line, but he's there, you know, making a paycheck.
So this is like where the movie kind of starts driving forward. Like the three ninja kids are trying to help this like Native American reservation.
After they, you know, beat the shit out of all the henchmen in the pizza parlor, Grandpa makes them clean the pizza parlor as punishment. And this is where she meets him in the alley. And she calls it Rocky, Filthy Rocky.
I'm Joe.
I'm filthy. I mean Rocky.
Hi, Filthy Rocky.
Baby, only the ladies call me Filthy Rocky.
You ever had a Filthy Rocky?
Basically, she's like, my dad worked for the mayor, and then he found something. He's been missing for days. Nobody gives a shit. The sheriff, which is Bob from That 70s Show, doesn't want to do a goddamn thing. The mayor, Vincent Schiavelli, is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Steve would probably know how to pronounce this guy's name.
I figured you'd have trouble with math.
Shut up.
There's something wrong with this movie, like inherently. It's really hard to put my finger on. But like, we're just thrown into this shit that like, you don't care about at all, you know?
Yeah, this situation we're not invested in. It's really the Turtles in Time of the series.
16th century Japan. Brave men ride into battle, fighting an evil emperor. With their only hope, a golden scepter that can open the gates of time itself. Now, in their darkest hour, come 4 brave fighters from another time, another place, another species.
You were expecting maybe the Addams Family?
It's so funny you call it that. Like, that's an incorrect name, Josh.
That subtitle was released in some country somewhere.
So the kids, they follow the obligatory 3 henchmen that this movie has, which in the first one was like the surfer guys, in the second one was like the metalhead guys, and in this one is like some redneck guys.
We'll get them, JJ.
Shut up.
They do nothing with these guys.
None of these henchmen really have lines of dialogue. They don't have characters to them at all. They say things, but it's like, get the kid.
Yeah, it's all like, get the kid, get the disc.
Can't really draw conclusions from a character with that kind of dialogue.
So what's the plan now, guys?
We go and get him out.
Me? As in you and us?
Yes, we, you guys, and the girl.
A girl?
They rescue that little girl's dad. There's some shit with like a floppy disk. Like, this floppy disk has all the information we need to like shut down these corporate moguls from ruining
Man, if they found that floppy disk nowadays, we would be fucked. Because nothing is going to be able to read that.
So we get some like Secret of the Ooze vibes when they're at this like trash site. They fucking walk in it so like, I don't know, uncaringly. Like, they just step in it. Like, don't touch that stuff. You don't want to turn into that fucking guy.
That's no good.
They even escape through a manhole, like Secret of the Ooze.
This would have been a perfect time to have the Ninja Turtles cameo.
What Russian novel, embracing more than 500 characters, is set in the Napoleonic Wars?
War and Peace.
Immediately after being spotted, the workers start swinging on the fucking kids.
They do. They're fucking trying to hit them with like lead pipes.
Real shit. Like, maybe not hit the 9-year-old.
Hey kids, what are you doing here? They're like, fuck that. We're gonna beat the shit out of you.
That's no good.
The reason I bring up the spikes that they throw out is because this movie's so bad that one of the guys steps in the spike, but then like grabs his shin.
What? What the fuck?
I got you now!
Fire! Fire!
Double kill. Killing spree.
So they do escape, and the next night they're hanging out with like the Native Americans, and they're like doing like some kind of like rain dance shit.
Go ahead, you! No!
And then everybody in the tribe starts joining in. It's almost like this was choreographed in advance, right?
You know what? You might think that until you watch Tum Tum, because he is out of sync with everyone. And yet, they focus in on him so often.
We don't know what 8 years in North Korea will do to a man, so...
This is the cringiest dance scene I've seen since Spider-Man 3.
Now dig on this.
Put my hands a yes, put my best a best, put my 10 a 10. Put my spend a spend, have sex, excess.
The bad guys show up, bust up the fucking super awesome ninja dance that nobody's gonna do. They like instantly like pull guns on the whole fucking tribe. And they try to like kidnap the fucking guy again.
These guys are kind of crazy because even earlier during the escape, they tried to like burn the kids alive.
Kitty Fry.
Oh my god, I totally forgot! They tried to fucking totally blow these kids up!
They're half relentless psychos and half just like bumbling buffoons.
These guys are fucking psychotic, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Other times they're getting thwarted by like getting poked in the butt by cactuses and stuff, or Grandpa's like stunt double is doing whatever slapstick he's doing.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
Thank God Victor Wong's stunt double showed up as well.
They have their little fight scene, and they're all thwarted. Even though they got like rifles and shotguns, they're really packing heat to this like Native American ceremony. Like they just get their asses kicked.
It's like a kind of a surf ninjas kind of where they don't really fucking fire their guns at all.
Man, that would be a fucking crazy twist if one of them just blew a fucking kid's head off, just like
RoboCop style, just shoots a kid at like Alex Murphy.
Yeah. Imagine if Clarence Boddicker was like in the gang and like he was leading them instead of these like stupid like Texas guys.
Clarence Boddicker would have gotten shit done, goddammit.
The villains, they decide they need some outside help. They hire mercenaries.
Dude, these guys look like they belong in a fucking terrible Mad Max shitty ripoff.
Things get so Mad Max in here, it's so funny.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
The Native Americans and the kids are on their way to this like hearing. Really stupid. Like,
well, this is after they bathe with Grandpa and massage him, essentially.
Nothing weird going on there. Moving on. They have a chase scene with the motorcycle gang. It's awful and it's so long. I don't think the director accounted for how much dirt would be flying around in the camera lens, because like, half of it you just can't see shit. Plus there's smoke bombs to make it even more obscured. Or maybe they were just covering up the fact that it's not that cool to look at. The girl Jo, she's kidnapped. Rocky hops in the driver's seat of a car and he's fucking driving the kids around to like chase the villains that have kidnapped that girl Jo. It's bad, dude. I could not stand this. It's mostly because of Tum Tum. He doesn't shut the fuck up during this whole thing.
And it's so goddamn annoying.
Oh God, please! I'll never do drugs. I'll never look at TV again. I'll be good. I promise. I'll become a policeman.
The driving thing, it just goes like on and on. Like they really pad the runtime of this movie by making these scenes too fucking long, man.
Right! Left! No, right! Get off! I can see now. Sorry, force of habit. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I'm pretty sure that's on the Universal lot.
It looks like the fucking set to Back to the Future 3.
Yeah, it's Old Hill Valley. They have this like goofy fight with to like music or like the Mexican hat dance part of it.
Oh, the tango shit.
The tango shit.
That's probably the worst thing in this movie, and that's saying a lot.
And meanwhile, at the hearing of doom, the Native Americans are trying to like make their case. They're trying to say like this corporate guy has been like spilling like cyanide into the fucking dirt or some shit.
Do you have a floppy disk to prove this, sir? This is a massive claim.
Yeah, fortunately they do, but he doesn't want to give it up because his kid's kidnapped, so like they're holding that over his head.
They would totally fucking... Talking about Alex Murphying a kid, they would totally Alex Murphy that girl. These guys have been wanting to kill a kid the whole movie.
What's funny to me though is that when the kids do rescue the girl, they go to the courthouse and obviously they fight off some more goons at the courthouse, but they even fight some cops.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Well, I mean, fuck them. They're crooked, right? I don't know. Just fucking kick everybody's ass at this point. Some old lady asking to be like walked across the street. Fucking karate kick that bitch.
You can't just punch all your problems.
After the second film, I was looking for a let's myrtleize him moment.
Let's myrtleize him.
Pretty jarring that it didn't happen.
There's no let's myrtleize him moment, but there's also a few other things that are missing from this movie, notably. One is that they never use the kids' real names, ever, at any point. They also never show the kids' parents. There's like never a phone call or anything with the parents. And the last thing that they don't do is they never wear their special masks.
Oh, they don't, do they? You know what? And then like Casey Jones shows up and then they just ask him to babysit a bunch of fucking random Japanese guys.
Dude, that pissed me off so fucking much.
I know, that was like the most obnoxious, like...
New Line Cinema presents...
A Legorama! Sweet!
The 4 greatest turtles...
Hey, all right, eh? It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
...ever to go down in history.
It's just your ordinary, time travel equal mass displacement kind of thing. Kids.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
They come in, they save the day, and that's pretty much it. This movie's got nothing going on.
Yeah, the city council, they like see the disc and like they shut down the landfill and the corporate guy's like doomed or whatever. And then like everyone applauds.
Like you wouldn't need to like evaluate the evidence, you know? Get an expert, maybe 2. I don't know.
Nah. The program they look at, it confirms what they've been saying about like the toxic waste or whatever, but like it doesn't really make sense if you look at it. It's like, it just like lists some chemicals. Like you could just have a list of chemicals and be like, here's the proof. The three ninjas, they help win the day. They rescue the Native Americans' land.
Yeah, they bail out before they even fucking get a congratulations, you know? Because flowers, Corey, flowers.
That's right, they gotta like tie that in. Like they learn the flower lesson, I guess, which doesn't make any sense.
Get it go!
Then they just like backflip into the end credits.
This movie sucks.
My memory of this movie was them fighting against Native Americans, but it's actually the complete opposite. They fight with them. So Josh, on any rating scale you want, what are you gonna give Three Ninjas Knuckle Up?
So, I'm gonna give this piece of shit a 2. It's not even bad where you can like really make fun of it. It's just nothing happens.
I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. Abducted South Korean filmmakers. It has a 1 point for some of the stunts that they do, which are okay.
Well, I mean, you really only want one South Korean director that ever gets abducted.
You don't need 10. It's too many.
Of course!
Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video, which was made by the wonderful and handsome review dude Josh. Subscribe to his channel, link below. Subscribe to this channel, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, I'll suck your dick. See you next time.